Welcome to the Art and Medicine Studio. Hi, Lizzy.
Hi, Nitza.
How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great. How are you?
Well, I was just trying to think about what I'm going to wear tonight, and there's a hole in my shirt, and
A hole in your shirt? What are you going to do?
I don't know because I do not want to throw it away. I like it a lot. And I was just thinking, how Raya comes to the studio to do weaving. Since COVID began, she's been doing circle weaving. Yeah, I think it's going to be a perfect patch for my needs.
Wow, that sounds like a great idea.
Would you like to invite Raya to join us? Would you mind?
Let's do it. Hi, Raya.
Lizzy, it's so good to see you again. Hi, Nitza, how are you?
I need your help, and Lizzie needs your help. We want to know how to weave without a loom. And I need to fix my clothes. I have holes and stains. I need a solution.
I have a solution for you, and it's called circle weaving. And I'm just going to show you, for example, the necklace I'm wearing. I wove it on a paper plate. Isn't that cool?
All you need is a paper plate.
Paper plate. And I use yarn because I'm a fiber artist, but you can use anything that's in your house. And sometimes I use other stuff like feathers too.
Lizzie, what do you have?
I have a bunch of rope and some cool pink string. And then I've got this plasticky construction material that I'm hoping to put in.
That'll be great textures. Great, great stuff you have.
Awesome.
So Raya, why don't you lower your computer and show us what do we need to do with the paper plate to prepare for our project?
Okay, here's the plate. I had a sandwich on it earlier. No, I didn't, kidding. And what you need to make an uneven number of counts around the plate. They should be somewhat evenly distributed. You need 9, 7, 11. I'm going to choose 9. The key is it really needs to be uneven to make it work. So I have 9 numbers. I'm going to cut them. I'm going to cut number 1. They're not evenly spaced, but it doesn't really matter. Then I'm going to take my yarn. You can see I have a pink. I love pink and purple, so it sort of matches. I'm going to take the string of my yarn, one piece, and tuck it through the first cut. Doesn't matter whether you start at 1 or 2 or 3, but just tuck it through a cut. I'm also going to tape it to secure it on the back. So I'm going to tape it back here so that it will have some good tension. Then I'm going to take the string and I'm going to go straight across. Look, straight across. Then I'm pushing it to the side. I put it to the side on right next door behind it. I'm going to bring it straight across to the other side. So I have 2 strings now. I'm going to keep going around the plate that way. I'm going to take it in the next cut. I'm going to take it over to the side and I'm going to keep going. So this is a bit uneven. It's actually, I bet some people's will look better, but it doesn't really matter. And that's the whole thing about Sayori, is that there are no mistakes. We're making a warp. As long as you can go in and out and in and out, it's going to be fine. So I cut a little bit of string. I finished with my ball. I cut some string and I'm going to gather. This is one of the tricky parts. I'm going to gather the strings together and I'm going to take my string and just pull it through one way, pull it through the other. Oops, I got caught there. Pull it through the other so that I make a tight center.
Oh, lovely.
This is my loom, and you can see that sometimes there's a little bit of unevenness. So if yours isn't perfect, like I have some strings here that are sort of odd, it doesn't matter because I'm going to weave around them. So you don't have to fuss when you make this. Just do the cuts and make the warp. Oh, and you want to know, is this time warp? No. This is a warp for a weaving term. And this is what you're actually weaving on. This is a loom. These are the warps. And this is a really weird word. This stuff is called the weft. Like, what the weft are you doing with it? Or this is called the weft. Just another term for what you're going to be going around with. And those are the terms that I use sometimes at work with my other looms. So this is what it looks like. You actually have a loom right in your own home.
So Ryan, once we have the warp, we just start in the middle and then move other strings and whatever we have in and out.
Yeah, over one and under the other. So over one string, under the other. You take the string, you go over, and then you go under. You go over the next spoke of this wheel, under, over the next spoke of the wheel, and under. And you'll see that you'll eventually be getting around all of these spokes, and you'll be getting a circle, and it will be a woven circle. I think I'll choose this. I cut a piece about, 2 feet long, a foot, that wide. And I tie the two ends together in order to change the color. I tie the ends together, and then I start going around where I left off. This case, it was under, over, under, over, under, over.
Yay, I'm starting with the red.
What are you up to, Lizzie?
I've got this rope and it's a little bit hard to work with, but I think I'm getting the hang of it.
Yeah, sometimes it gets sort of sticky and stuck, or, it can be a challenge, but you can do it.
Raya, this is going to be great. So I can make my circle weave to be the size of the patch that I need for my clothes.
Yeah, you can stop anytime. You can weave a teeny weeny bit like you've done now. You can weave all around the plate any way you want to add to it.
Ooh. I found lace.
The lace is really cool.
Oh,
You could also use fabric and cut the strips that you want to use. So your weaving can be with thick or thin. I wanted to ask you a question, Raya. If I have a piece poking out, can I take my scissors and cut it?
Only if you want to. Some, like Lizzie was saying, sometimes she likes the ones poking out.
yeah, I've got these ones poking out and I think they look pretty cool.
So it's really up to you.
So what do I do now? I can't put the plate on my clothes. Get this thing out without breaking it.
Okay, I want you to turn the plate around, and you see these little lines, the lines of your thread?
Yeah.
I want you to cut them very carefully just across the middle. Snip one, depends on how many you have, how many you snip. I have 2. Okay, now I'm going to turn the plate over, and I'm going to take just one at a time. I'm going to take one of these off. Oh, I didn't cut that one. I forgot to cut it. I'm going to cut it now. I'm going to cut this and cut this. See these two? And I'm going to tie them together. I'm not going to press too hard, and I'm going to tie it again. And then I'm going to snip it. So, or you might want to leave it on. I tend to cut mine.
Raya, I just strung it without going over.
That's okay. That's another way to do it.
What do I do?
Make a big cut in the middle and cut all those, just cut them all in the back, like right through the center, cut each one. Yeah, and then turn it around. All the strings will be loose, and you can
tie them up.
Yep.
Oh, that's so easy. Looks like a spider.
Does look like a spider, doesn't it? You could actually put this on a card and make a decoration of it too. You can do lots of things with these circle weavings. I'm going to tie this one. It gets a little crazy looking, doesn't it? But it'll all turn out. And there I have my piece. Sometimes if they're bothering me, I can use some glue and put them on the back, and I can glue the sides on, I can glue this stuff on the back. I can use any kind of clear glue and then it will stick better on the back. So you can see this is pretty similar to the one I made. It's just a little smaller.
Oh, how beautiful.
Oh, wow, Lizzy, you can make yours a necklace.
Oh, Lizzy.
Yeah, I have this extra long string, so I think I'm just going to tie it like that.
Oh, wow, yours is great. Let's see yours, Nitza.
That is beautiful.
Oh, Nitza, that's gorgeous. I'm not kidding. No, Nitza, that is really beautiful.
It would work perfect with my shirt. Wow, and look what I did.
Oh, wow. I really like that, Nitza.
I'm so excited, Raya. Thank you so much. I promise we're going to get some submissions with circle loom weaving. Anything circle that you can cut to an odd number and get a thread around it, right across, weave it, send it to us at AIMNitza@gmail.com. And we can't wait to see you again, hopefully soon in the studio.
Yeah, soon, I hope.
Thank you, Raya, for helping us, and Lizzy. Bye.
Bye, guys.